It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at kernradio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Current Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com. You can also download the Current Radio app to your smart device. Take us anywhere you go on the go. And also streaming live on YouTube. That's right. Head on over to YouTube. Search up Current Radio. Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. And every day that we are live right here, you can come along with us. We're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? It is a Monday. I want to welcome any new listeners that we may have, however you found your way to the program, whether you were traveling down the 99 South or over on Oak or anywhere on the streets of Bakersfield, however you found your way, welcome to the program. We just got some comments, Chris, from some new viewers that said they found our show by way of the Highway 99. I don't understand how that is the case, but we want to welcome them anyways. We do have a great show for you lined up today. No, we're not off today. We're not off tomorrow. I know a lot of people are, especially the kids. But I'm not, and neither is Chris, and neither is anybody here at American General Media. So we'll be here, but today we have Chief Ricardo Ibarra is coming in. He's going to talk about the Veterans Day Parade happening tomorrow. That's why most of your kids are off. Why they got Monday off, I don't know. What's up with that? And aren't they already off for a whole week in November as it is? So now we take the whole week of November off, and then we're going to take 2 days off for Veterans Day. Why even go to school in November anymore? And then we'll be off again in 2 weeks for December. Tuition bill doesn't change, but man, doesn't seem like we're going to school a lot in the winter. But no, the Veterans Day Parade will happen tomorrow at 10 a.m. till noon. There's a breakfast and a lunch for the veterans. We'll tell you how you can go down, and if you're a veteran, you can get free breakfast and lunch, how they can do that. But if you want to watch the parade, we'll also tell you that as well. Chris got a phone call and he's already smirking. What did I do?
Your sign's still up.
What's what? Wait, what? What are you talking about, Christopher? We have no clue what you're talking about, sir.
I'm just saying, whomever put
Whose
up the
sign?
JR
What
show
sign?
on the freeway on the 99 right there next to Firestone, it is still up.
Don't know what you're talking about. Well, we want to welcome all of those viewers that may, like I said, have found their way. By any means, whichever way. It's working. It's the only budget we can afford around here. Chris, you want me to get you one? I know some people. We can put up an early bird special. Listen, 7 to 9 a.m. Goodness gracious. We're going to get ourselves in trouble. But no, thank you all for supporting the program. Like I said, Chief Ricardo Ibarra will come by. We have some local news to talk about. The parents of the year are in court or slated to go to court. We'll tell you when and who I am talking about, because there's two different sets. Remember, there's mom of the year and then there's dad of the year, two separate cases where both a child ends up dead. We'll give you the details on when that's going to take place. Another gambling scandal has rocked another sport. Shocker. Chris, do you know anything about this one?
Are we talking about the MLB or the UFC?
To see what I mean? Which makes me pose the bigger question. Has sports done it to themselves by inviting gambling in? We will break down the latest gambling scandals to rock Major League Sports. We'll tell you which one, who's involved. And like I said, ask the question, has sports done it to themselves by inviting betting in, basically? We'll talk about that later. But The government is slated to open, or at least tentatively. There it appears on the TV behind Chris that, who is that? Senator Merkley? Is that what that says? Can't see with the caption. Democrat out of Oregon, I believe, is speaking on the Senate floor as the Senate goes through the long process of trying to figure out what are we doing here? Okay, we've been shut down for how many days is that, Chris? 54 days now. And we're going to pass this
40?
40?
40.
You sure?
Yeah, we've been shut down 40 days.
40 days.
Yeah, 54.
I wish. 40 days. It's the longest one, though. Second longest one in Donald Trump's tenure. And who do you blame for that? And that's what I was going to ask. Who wins, who loses? Because, yeah, it's happened twice during Trump's thing. Is that Trump's fault because people just don't want to work with him? It's Donald Trump. You get into that Trump derangement syndrome, and it's like, screw it. Anything that he does is wrong. Not everything. There's a lot of things wrong with Donald Trump, but not everything he does is wrong. And so the Senate is slated to pass the resolution 60-40. There has been discussions now about Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer calls for him to step down. The National Progressive Organizations on Monday urged him to come down and encouraged a popular representative from the same state to run against him, Miss Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Polls have shown Schumer is at his lowest approval numbers of any leader in Washington. Representative Ro Khanna from Fremont wrote on X, Schumer is no longer effective and should be replaced. If you can't lead the fight to stop healthcare premiums from skyrocketing for Americans, what will you fight for? And that's what the hangup was for the Democrats, was Obamacare, or the Affordable Care Act, which is set to expire. The way that they got some of the Democrats to come across the aisle and to support the bill now was to say, well, we promise we'll take a vote up on that later on in December. We promise we'll take a vote on that, which led to some representatives from Nevada to say, okay, we'll put it back on you then. We'll go ahead and pass your resolution now. And this where it might come back to bite Republicans for the midterms is because since they promised, and it'll go through all these committees, and even if it ever hits the floor to take up a vote, but it'll be placed back on the Republicans. That's what the Democrats will still yell about. Well, they took away your health care, or your premiums are about to go up because the Republicans are taking away your health care. They don't like the Affordable Care Act, and there's plenty of things wrong with it. Like a lot of government trying to do things, there's plenty of things wrong with it. Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, even jumped in the conversation. You realize he's not even in California right now?
Last I heard, he was in Texas.
He's not even in the country anymore, Chris, not much alone California or Texas. My guy was speaking at the Milken Institution's Global Investor Symposium in Sao Paulo. Next, he'll be headed off to the COP30. No, not to be confused with C3PO, Chris. For you Star Wars nerds out there. No, this is COP30 in Brazil. The United States have decided they're not going to attend said conference where Gavin said, "Well, I'll go in their place. You know, California here. We'll come in their place." How about you aren't? Never mind. Still governor of California, right? And have you announced whether or not you're running for president? He did for harsh criticism of the Democrats on Monday. He said they rolled over. Went on to say, you don't start something unless you're going to finish. Why the hell did we do this in the first place? We could have gotten this deal done in 20 minutes. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with my party, says Gavin Newsom, who looks to be the presidential candidate for the Democrats. And he's exactly right. The Democrats don't know what's going on with their party. There is a fight and a struggle on who is going to lead the Democrats. You have Gavin Newsom. You have Kamala still floating out there. And then you have this really far left progressive side with AOC. You get even into Scott Wiener, who's about to run for Pelosi's seat in Congress. These younger cats in the Democratic Party are tired of waiting their turn. And there is an identity crisis going on inside of the Democratic Party right now. They might get out of this and escape the shutdown and it being pinned on them. They'll continue to cry about healthcare going into the midterms. They'll try to force the vote in December, saying, you guys promised. You promised there would be a vote. And then when the Republicans vote against the extension of the Affordable Care Act, they'll turn around and blame higher premiums on the Republicans going into the midterms. So they might get out of this portion of it, but they still have a serious identity crisis going on with the older ranks and the young cats trying to elbow them out and take over the party and say, we're done with you guys. The old folks, we're done with you. Get out of the way. So it'll be an interesting year moving into 2026. Let's get to a break, Christopher. I don't think I have anything to give away this week, do I? Maybe I'll find some movie passes or something to slate in there. But speaking of giveaways, listen to the Ralph Bailey Show from 3 to 6 today. He has a pair of tickets to Megyn Kelly, who's coming to town on November 20th, Dignity Health Arena. I'll be in attendance. You should be too. You can go to AXS.com or MegynKelly.com to get some tickets and more information, or just keep listening to Kern Radio. The Ralph Bailey Show. Pairs of tickets all week to Megyn Kelly. Coming up later today, Chief Ricardo Ibarra will talk about the Veterans Day Parade going on tomorrow, put on by American Legion. If you're a veteran, we'll tell you how you can get some breakfast for free and some lunch if you want to attend the parade. Or if you have business downtown, you might want to pay attention. We'll also tell you what streets will be closed. And the latest gambling scandal to rock the sports world. Talk about that with our man Chris from the Early Bird Special on our sister station, ESPN. But this is the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
It's not that Republicans got beat on election night. Everybody knew that. I've been telling you that for weeks. But what stands out is that they got blown out. That in a district in New Jersey that Donald Trump carried by 3 points.
I want to eat those dumplings.
The Democratic gubernatorial candidate carried it by 15 points. that's problematic.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
King Door Company continues to set the standard in the garage door industry, and I'm here to tell you a few of the reasons why. First off, King Door carries Clopay garage panels and LiftMaster openers, so you're guaranteed quality and reliability well beyond the reach of most garage door companies, and it just gets better from there. King Door has a fleet of fully stocked service trucks with all the parts and tools to handle any job quickly and efficiently, and those trucks are manned by the most knowledgeable technicians anywhere. They have all the technical expertise imaginable and the most up-to-the-minute training available. In fact, King Door is so committed to training that they have the King Door Academy, a full-size, state-of-the-art classroom right on the premises with all the latest teaching aids, including working garage doors to simulate any installation, repair, or technique. Your garage door is a very important part of the safety, security, and look of your home, so don't trust it to anyone but King Door Company. Call them today at 397-2744, stop by the showroom at 7450 District Boulevard, or check them out online at kingdoor.com. King Door Company, your company with the pride of a lion.
The annual enrollment period for Medicare is here. That means that it is time for you to select your Medicare plan for 2026. This annual enrollment period, choose a name you already trust. Select Kern Family Healthcare Medicare, D-SNP, a new option for people who have both Medicare and Medi-Cal. For over 29 years, Kern Family Healthcare has been a trusted name in Medi-Cal. Now, we're here to support your Medicare journey too. Call 1-866-661-3767. Again, that's 1-866-661-3767. Or visit www.kernfamilyhealthcare.com/Medicare to learn more and enroll. Start your Medicare journey with local care you trust. Choose Kern Family Healthcare. Kern Family Healthcare Medicare is an HMO D-SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the California Medicaid program. Enrollment in Kern Family Healthcare Medicare HMO D-SNP depends on contract renewal.
Christmas is a time for hope, caring, love, good cheer, sharing, and understanding. And the fine staff at Smith's Bakery is hoping to help make your celebration even more enjoyable with their holiday treats. No holiday is complete without some holiday cookies, cakes, seasonal breads, or pies. Smith's Bakery has been a Bakersfield tradition since 1945, with 8 locations to serve you. Merry Christmas and Feliz Navidad from the Smith's Family Bakery to yours.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
What up?
Welcome back. Gats to chill. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com. You can also chime in or text in or call in anytime, 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. The president also announced yesterday that most Americans will receive at least $2,000. Are you ready? Did you check your mail? Did you check your bank account, Chris? Are you $2,000? From the tariff revenue collected by the Trump administration. He made the statement early Sunday on his Truth Social platform. Trump's public musing about Americans pocketing $2,000 from his tariff revenues also comes after Democrats emerged victorious in races across the country. It's kind of his way of, you know, how whenever there's elections and whoever it is, whether it's Trump or the Democrats, everybody tries to find a way to get money inside of the hands of voters so that you feel good right around election season. Oh, yeah, look, I just got this money and the Republicans gave it to me. Oh, look, the Democrats just sent me COVID relief funds. Look at that. It's amazing. Here's what to know about Trump's $2,000 checks. Let's see. Trump touted his tariff Sunday morning, saying those who oppose them are fools and that the revenue generated from the import tax on foreign goods will soon begin paying down the country's debt and put money directly in the people's pockets. So we're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars. He floated the idea of giving the checks worth somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 about a month ago. They have not specified who would qualify for the checks, although he said everyone except high-income people would be paid at least $2,000 in the form of a dividend. They have not responded to questions about the income levels. Like I just stated, doesn't matter who's in charge. They always try to somehow buy your election by finding a way to put checks in your pockets. Stimulus checks during COVID, all that. It's whatever. I'll take it though. $2,000 is $2,000. Hell, my broke ass and take $2,000 real quick. I know Chris would take $2,000 real quick.
Gladly so, yes.
Every single day. I don't care.
Preferably within the next week and a half,
can you
please.
say-
Please. We have a timetable of when this is going to be hitting because your boy got a trip to
Hey,
Vegas here. In
the
about
government,
a week and a half.
the government hasn't opened quite yet, Chris.
I'm just saying.
The Senate is still looking. Who's behind you now? Who is that speaking now?
Look, man, it don't matter. who's
Tell them to
speaking now.
stop
Listen,
talking, and then we can get the government opened and back in a couple days. Vince should be flying back out already. Valadeo should be flying back already. House Speaker Johnson said, all of you get your butts back here. We got to vote. If they vote by the end of the week, maybe Trump can get you a check by the end of next week.
I sure hope so. Everybody getting a $2,000 check. I mean,
Look,
I'm just saying.
Look, I'm all about it, but can we speed up the
For a
process?
little bit.
Can I get that expedited if I direct deposit?
Also, is this going to reflect on my taxes like the last one
Does
did?
does this come as a tax-free check?
That's what I'm wondering.
Or should I just pay taxes on it now? Can you
I
take
need to
that
know
out?
the ins and outs.
Chris said, yes, but I needed that last week. Thanks. Where you been, coach? Oh, man. Here locally, two different sets of Parents of the Year are set to go to trial. We've learned the couple accused of torturing and murdering 8-year-old Genesis Mata are scheduled for trial in December. Ray Mata Jr., the father, and Griselia Bustamante have now a trial date for December 22nd. That was set this morning. They are still in custody on no bail. If you don't remember what happened, as most of us do, and I just hate to even talk about it, but Mr. Mata and Bustamante, Genesis's stepmom, carried out abuse for days and days at the La Quinta, where they finally left her body in the bathtub. That's the father of the year. He's set to go to trial December 2nd. Now, if you think back to the mother of the year, Miss Maya Hernandez, 20 years old, she is facing charges of murder and involuntary manslaughter. She's being held in custody on $1.1 million bail. She was the young mother that left her 1- and 2-year-old in a car during the hot summer month of June in Bakersfield. Well, she got lip injections. She's facing charges of murder and involuntary manslaughter. Like I said, 1-year-old Emilio Gutierrez was taken to Adventist, where his body temperature reached 107 degrees. He was pronounced dead 40 minutes later at the hospital, according to court documents. Her trial was set to start, but it's now been postponed to November 18th, as a prosecutor is currently working another case which is still in jury deliberations. I hope both of these sets of parents go away for a very, very long time. Got to get to our break. Our guest has arrived. We'll be talking about the Veterans Day Parade going on tomorrow with Chief Ricardo Ibarra. It's the JR Show. We'll be right back.
with SRN News. I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The Supreme Court has rejected a call to overturn its landmark decision that legalized same-sex marriage nationwide. The justices on Monday turned away an appeal from a former Kentucky court clerk who refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples after the Supreme Court's 2015 ruling. The Trump administration is again asking the Supreme Court to keep full food aid payments on hold. The request Monday is the latest in a legal fight over how the SNAP program that helps 42 million Americans buy groceries should proceed during the government shutdown. Lower courts have ordered the government to keep all the money flowing. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 381 points. The NASDAQ rose 522.
Which Ralph was it?
More details at SRNnews.com.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. A trial has been scheduled for December 22nd for two people accused of beating, torturing, and killing 8-year-old Genesis Mata at a La Quinta Inn on Riverside Drive in August. Those people, Ray Mata Jr. and Graciela Bustamante, were also her father and stepmother. A drastic weather change is expected at the end of the week, with rain and storms possible in the lower elevations and a little snow possible if you are in the mountains, with highs there possibly in the 30s for Saturday. Some students at the Kern High School District's Career Technical Education Center stepped up early for Veterans Day, interviewing people who have served and are from this part of the state, putting the video on the school's social media channels. That was Friday. Veterans Day is tomorrow. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with the news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Hi, I'm Rick Sorcy, certified kitchen and bath designer and owner of Stockdale Kitchen and Bath. When it comes to remodeling your kitchen or bathroom, you deserve a process that's personal, precise, and as stress-free as possible. That's why I personally design every project with you using state-of-the-art three-dimensional software, so you can see exactly what your new space will look like, even before construction begins. No guesswork, no surprises, just a clear vision brought to life. And I believe in guiding you through every step of the process. I shop with you, cabinets, countertops, fixtures, so you get the perfect combination of style and function. We work with top quality American-made cabinet brands like Waypoint, Diamond, Medallion to ensure long-lasting beauty and craftsmanship. If you're ready to turn your vision into reality, let's design something amazing together. Call Stockdale Kitchen and Bath at 661-834-3333 or visit StockdaleKitchenandBath.com today. Stockdale Kitchen and Bath, beautiful cabinetry, smart design.
Tuesday edition, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton Show. Very significant day in the country's history as we celebrate Veterans Day. We'll have a lot of different cool aspects of the show. We'll also continue to discuss the absolute latest as it pertains to the shutdown. All that and more. You won't want to miss it. It will be the Tuesday Veterans Day edition of Clay and Buck.
Live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Armstrong and Getty Show. Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com. You can download the Current Radio app to your smart device. Take us on the go that way, or you can watch us on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search up Current Radio, hit the subscription, the notification bell, and you can come along with us every single day. We're also on social media. Just look up Current Radio, Facebook, Instagram, and X, or me, JR Flores. Why not? JR, tomorrow is Veterans Day. It's not just a day off for kids, as some of you might have youngsters at home. And if you do, and if you also happen to have the day off tomorrow, you can come out and celebrate as well at the annual Veterans Day Parade put on by American Legion. Here to tell us about that, Chief Ricardo Ibarra. Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Tara?
Not too bad. The weather is beautiful. I mean, you guys hit this. Couldn't have asked for better weather in November.
No, 82 tomorrow.
82 degrees. I was out yesterday with my daughter. We were riding bikes. She asked again today, can we go out for another bike ride today? And then tomorrow I'm like, yeah. And then we're going to go down to the parade. The weather is just perfect right now for this.
It's going to be perfect.
It is. Tell us how we can attend, what's going on for all the veterans that might be down there happening tomorrow in downtown Bakersfield.
Well, all our events start at 6:30 in the morning.
Okay.
We have a breakfast at the American Legion Post. It's free to all veterans and $5 for anybody else.
Oh, nice. That's located right on South H, right?
2028 Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the one across from the Fox?
Across from the Fox.
Can't
yes.
miss it. See, I already know.
And like I said, $5. You can't beat a breakfast.
Yeah, it's free for the veterans, but if you come with the veteran or you want to just come hang out with the veterans, you pay $5 and you'll get the breakfast as well, right? And that
Yes.
starts at 6:30
6:30 to 9:30.
to 9:30, because then everybody's got to skedaddle on over to L Street in front of the KGE2
Yes.
studios, because that's where the parade's going to kick off, right?
Right.
That's at 10 o'clock,
That kicks off right at 10.
and it's going to travel all through downtown. What can
So
folks
it comes
expect?
up, it comes up from L Street up 21st to H. Then we go south one block to 20th, and then we go back east.
Come back
To-
east down
oh,
20th Street,
uh-huh.
and then hit like Q Street or something like
O
that.
Street.
On
Yeah,
O
on
Street,
O Street,
yeah, and
yeah.
there's not a bad place really
No,
to
and
watch
that's
the
what we
parade.
disband, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not. If there's better spots to watch the parade from, like if you want to go in front of the Fox or right there in front of the American Legion, that's where you turn on H Street, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
And then make your way back up.
Right.
Tell me how many floats do you know how many float or participants you have this year in the parade?
This year we're up to 112 participants. So we're finishing up right about the noon time.
Right about 10 to noon, like it says.
10 to noon, like it says, yeah. Usually I try to keep it around 110.
Right.
You get a couple extras,
You
we're
get
okay.
Okay, and you've been doing this, I've heard, for like the last 15 years.
15 years.
How did you get involved in all of this?
Well, I used to help out with it. And we had a young lady, and she passed, and I took over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just stayed involved with the veterans and everything like that. You're a veteran yourself, I
Yes,
see,
I
a
am.
Desert Storm veteran with the United States Navy. Thank you for your service, sir.
21 years.
Appreciate that. Talk to me about that and your service, if you don't mind.
Well, no, I don't mind. I did 21 years in the Navy. I was a communications radioman, and I did, swift everything from small voice destroyers and up to the amphibious, and flew on and off the Midway during Desert Storm and stuff like that.
How long would you be out on a ship?
Well, contrary to popular belief, people think we go out 9 months.
Right.
Oh no. You leave San Diego, a week later you're in Hawaii, 2 weeks later you're in Singapore, 2 weeks later you're somewhere else. You're always going someplace.
Wow.
So they say you want to see the world, Navy's the best way to
The
do it.
Navy's the best way to do it, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of traveling. It's a lot of time
I did
zones.
7 deployments.
7.
7 in my 21 years.
Wow. And what made you want to get involved in the armed services?
You know what? I've been in uniform since I was 13 as a cadet in Civil Air Patrol, and then in high school I was in a JROTC program, and so this is what I want to do.
You just knew it. Just had it in you since you were a young
Had
kid.
in my blood.
Wow. And now they've got you running the Veterans Day parade.
Yeah, I do the Veterans Day parade, and I do a lot of veterans events around town. So
All right.
so I get
I'm
invited to a
I'm
lot of
assuming you've
events.
been on honor flight.
No,
Not yet.
no.
Wow.
I'm waiting until next year.
Okay.
Next year they're going to have the Desert Storm
Is that when they're bringing?
Memorial
Okay.
dedicated. So as soon as that's done, I'm
You're,
ready to
you're
go.
getting on and getting ready to go, huh?
Yes.
That's gonna be pretty neat. Tell us again for the folks that what time does the parade start? How to not only get breakfast, but there's a lunch after
There's
as
a
well.
lunch afterwards at 12, and it's free to veterans, $15 tri-tip meal or $8 hamburger meal.
So
You
I
can't beat
I could go down there with $20 in my pocket, start my day at 6:30, having breakfast with veterans at the American Legion Hall right there on H Street across from the Fox Theater. I could start there at 6:30, have my breakfast, and then walk on over, get my spot for the parade, watch the parade. Then after the parade, I can walk on over and get lunch with the veterans as well.
Yes.
All for $20.
All for $20.
That's what
Can't
you
beat
just
that.
told me, right?
Yes.
Because $5 breakfast, and then I can get a $15 tri-tip.
Tri-tip meal.
And if I don't want to afford $20, I got the $8 burger option.
Yes, sir. Can't beat that.
All in 80-degree weather.
82.
82 in downtown Bakersfield.
It's gonna be a beautiful day.
Well, getting to celebrate, obviously, our veterans.
So
right?
yeah, so if you have the time and even though you have the day off, don't sit on the couch. Come on out and support our veterans.
Well, and to realize why you have that day off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, talk to me about the importance of that and honoring our vets.
Well, we give thanks to our veterans. Something that a lot of people don't realize. They say, hey, veterans this or that, but in reality, thank your veterans, thank the families too. Okay, because when a veteran goes out on a deployment, guess what? Mom's taking a double role, mom and dad.
Yeah.
And then the kids, if there's kids involved, all the birthdays they miss, the Christmases they miss, you don't get those back.
Yeah, it's not just the individual; it's the whole family that's serving.
The whole family is serving.
Yeah.
My first daughter was born the day I went on my first deployment.
Wow.
She was born at 1:30 in the morning. 11 o'clock, I was gone. 7 months and
She was hours old.
Hours old. She was 7 months and 5 days old before I got to hold her.
Wow.
So yeah, it impacts the whole family.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think about that. You know what I mean?
We don't.
I see the veteran out there, and I always say thank you to him and stuff like that. But yeah,
so
like you said,
veteran in the family, thank the family.
Thank the family as well. Yeah, that's amazing. And like you said, to come out to the parade, there would be all of the, not just the Navy, but all the branches of the
all
government.
branches are out there, including Space Force. But we have a lot of kids out there thanking the veterans. Everything from small cheer groups, dance groups, the Girl Scouts, and we have the military youth groups, as well as all our veterans that will be participating in the parade.
Yeah, and I'm sure you too as well encourage people to get out there early to get a spot, right?
Yes. Get out there early. Well, not so much, but because of safety and for safety reasons, they have to keep the parade area sanitized.
Mm-hmm.
So, they block off all the streets.
Yeah.
There's really no parking, and there's no vehicles
inside the
parade area.
perimeter. Yeah, I mean, they're going to
Yes.
be. I have the map in front of me. It's going to be closed. I think 20th Street from F Street all the way down to Q Street will be closed. The same thing for 19th Street and 21st Street will be closed as well. Up and down all along on Chester and K and L and M and N. You won't be able to go north or south through Chester and South H and those big arteries. So if you do have to go get through downtown, make sure you make arrangements to get down there. But like you said, if you plan on attending, get there early so you can get a parking. You'll probably have to walk a little bit, but also bring a chair.
Bring your chair.
Bring some snacks. You know what I mean, and your American flags and your patriotic.
And if you don't have American flags, we have a group called Kiwans from the Kiwanis. They'll be running around selling 3x5 American flags for $1.
For $1.
For $1.
So now I can do it for $21.
There you go.
I can celebrate the Veterans Day parade tomorrow by having breakfast with veterans, honoring them in the parade, and then going and having lunch with them afterwards.
Yes.
How do you I know you have to band all of these people together to make this happen. Do you want to give some praise and shout outs to anybody that may be helping you?
I want to give a shout out to all my team. I have a team that we've been together for years, and I have a Rob in transportation. My right hand person is Justina, and I got Tina Miller, who does my typing for me. So, we do a little bit of everything. So, yeah.
And then sponsors, right? You guys got
we
sponsors
have
that help you guys out with
sponsors.
breakfast and with the lunch and everything. So
Yes. I mean, without our sponsors, we couldn't even put it on because, I have All Carts who donates the golf carts that we use for our security. I have Golden Empire Towing who brings them out to the location and stuff. Williams Cleaning who's doing the lunch. Kern Law Enforcement who's doing the breakfast. So yeah, we have quite a few sponsors. We have not Green Lawn, but Union Cemetery who lets us use the bunting around our stage and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we have quite a few people that that helped me put this together.
Well, we thank your team, and obviously we thank you, Chief Ibarra, for putting this on for our veterans. And how much longer do you keep on? Are you planning on running this thing?
Till I find a replacement.
You're looking for a replacement.
I said this morning. Somebody asked me that this morning. I said, "How long you gonna keep doing this?" Till I find somebody to take it over.
Till somebody else can do it for me. That's right. Well, we thank you for not only your service in the Navy, but also for helping put this on. It is for our veterans, and we thank you for that. So appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and if you guys want to get down there tomorrow, breakfast starts at 6:30 at the American Legion on South H Street, right across from the Fox. Breakfast.
South H Street.
H Street. Oh, it's not South H. I lived on South H, so I always call it the whole thing is South H to me. The whole thing. Maybe
right across from the Fox.
Right across from the Fox, and it's free for veterans. $5 for non-veterans. If you want to come and join, then you can watch the parade from 10 to noon, anywhere between L Street and H Street on 20th and 21st. And then after the parade's over, where's lunch at?
Same place, American Legion.
Right, go right back to the American Legion, and you can have lunch right there, where they're going to have tri-tip sandwiches and also hamburgers for sale. So get on over there, support our veterans like I know this community can. Chief Ibarra, thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you, JR.
Anytime you want to come on, you're more than welcome.
All right.
More than welcome. I'll be down there tomorrow with my daughter. So if you guys see me, don't hesitate to say hi. I always enjoy when the listeners come up and say hello. So I'll be out there. Come and join us. Got to get to a break. On the other side, we'll take your phone calls and talk about sports gambling scandals rocking almost all of sports. Have they invited it in themselves? We'll talk about it. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back. Thank you, sir.
News
Appreciate it.
96.1.
Back to work, huh? Finish up plans.
Tuesday's
Get all the
Armstrong
finishing
and Getty
touches.
Show. We have another sports-fixing betting scandal, this time Major League Baseball. Where's it going to stop? And, of course, breaking news that Kim Kardashian has failed her bar exam will have full team coverage.
And how would you like to make $800,000 a year for doing nothing? Well, you'd have to start by being a relative of the founders of Black Lives Matter. That and the news of the day on the next Armstrong and Getty Show.
Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
It's finally Friday, and boy, do I need it. I need the stockyard in my life. I got no plans. It's time for Dad to relax. Get an adult beverage, have Haley behind the bar take care of me, maybe get me some steak bites or a shrimp cocktail, something off the menu from KC Steakhouse. You're wondering, where am I? I am at 2525 F Street, the Stockyard. Little speakeasy located right next to KC Steakhouse from the folks that brought you KC Steakhouse. Go over there. You're going to see the rope, the red carpet. Ring the bell. They're going to ask you the password. Tell them, why not JR? Then be prepared to relax. I need some Lade playing the acoustic guitar in my life to set the atmosphere for a wonderful, relaxing weekend. And I look no further than the Stockyard, 2525 F Street. Come on down and join me. Just make sure you tell them the password, why not JR?
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Gun safes on sale. TNT Liberty Safes Black Friday sale is happening now all month long. TNT has the Centurion 24 that holds up to 24 long guns for $899, or the USA 50 that holds up to 50 long guns for $1,999. TNT also has many scratch and dents and closeouts in stock while supplies last. Go to TNTLibertySafe.com and check out TNT's Black Friday full lineup of American-made gun safes. Or stop by TNT showroom at 6201 Knudsen Drive, 2 doors north of Hodel's. TNT, saving lives one safe at a time.
Trucordia, a new name, but a trusted partner for Kern County businesses. With more than 100 years of combined experience, Trucordia delivers cost-saving strategies, risk-reducing solutions, and easy online tools to simplify benefits management. Trucordia goes beyond health benefits, helping your business thrive. Call Trucordia today at 661-401-2280. Trucordia, building trust, creating harmony, protecting Kern County businesses. Trucordia, 661-401-2280.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Don't say a word. Welcome back to JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, KernRadio.com. I want to thank Chief Ibarra not only for coming in, but his service in the Navy and him being one of many people that helped put on this Veterans Day parade put on by the American Legion. So come out tomorrow. You probably have the day off. We don't here at Kern Radio. I'll still be here. We'll have a Veterans Day special, sort of, kind of. We'll talk to a local veteran about their service tomorrow as we highlight veterans. But I'll be out there in the morning sometime. I don't know if I'll get there for the breakfast, but I'll definitely be out there for the parade. And me and my daughter will be down there again. If you guys come out and you see me, say hello. But streets will be closed off, all kinds of places. 19th will be open, but you won't be able to travel through 19th. Like, you'll get to 19th and you won't be able to go down G Street, H Street, I Street, Chester Avenue, K Street, L Street, M Street, N Street, O Street will be closed all the way down 19th, all the way through 22nd Street. So there's this big circle around downtown area that you won't be able to pass through. Starting, I'm guessing, in the morning sometime. So if you work down there, you might want to get down there a little bit earlier. If you have an appointment down there somewhere, you might want to get down there a little bit earlier than just to give yourself a little bit of time. And then it'll probably open up just after the parade ends. I'm assuming afternoon sometimes. So just be careful if you're downtown. And if you guys want to come out and be a part of that, it starts at 10 o'clock. But like Ibarra told us, if you want to go get breakfast, you can start at 6:30. That's going to be free for veterans, $5 for non-veterans. And then lunch will follow as well at the American Legion on H Street, not South H, and not Cesar Chavez Boulevard yet either. See if that ever comes to fruition. But over there on H Street across from the Fox, they'll be doing a breakfast and lunch free to veterans. The breakfast is $5 for non-veterans and $8 hamburgers after $20 or $15 tri-tip sandwiches. All that going on tomorrow. And I know there's a bunch of other locations. I didn't get to look them up that are giving out either free or discounted meals to veterans all day tomorrow. So if you are a veteran or know a veteran, you guys can look that up and let somebody know where they can get a free meal. And like Ibarra said, thank the family members. Thank not just the person that served, but the people around them that they had to leave behind for a little bit, because they are also serving as well. Here locally, I had read a story the other day, and it just highlights some of the issues that we have, not only with homelessness, but with the criminal justice system here in Bakersfield or California. The Bakersfield Police Department announced last Friday that they had arrested 2 men on the previous day in South Bakersfield on multiple drug charges, including allegedly selling fentanyl to the homeless people. Back on November 6th, the BPD's Impact Unit arrested Eric Prindle, 55, for alleged possession and transportation of a controlled substance. Jonathan Midkiff, 40, was arrested at a different location for alleged possession and transportation of a controlled substance, as well as prohibited firearms possessions. Officers reportedly observed Prindle distributing fentanyl to the homeless, leading them to the second location where Midkiff was allegedly seen selling fentanyl and or methamphetamine to 4 individuals. Both men were detained and arrested. Now, here's part of the problem. Prindle, who was found with over 3 ounces of crystal meth and fentanyl, was arrested back in March during a probation search, meaning he was already on probation. And as a part of his probation, they could show up, and they did. And he got searched and had drug-related charges back in March. And for violating post-release community supervision. And when I read this, I go, wait a second. My guy was on probation, probably for drugs. Then during a probation sweep in March, he gets popped again for drugs, only to be 6-7 months later, he's popped again for drugs. What? How? Why is this man? You wonder why we have the problem that we do. It's because we stopped holding people accountable and stopped holding people responsible a long time ago for crimes being committed. We somehow have turned a blind eye to what I guess we've all come to consider lower level offenses. And we've just kind of figured, you know what? We'll just let those ones go. Well, after years and years and months of just letting them go, you see the bigger problem that's created. And these guys are out taking advantage of some of the most vulnerable people in our community, selling drugs to homeless people. I was having a conversation about homeless people the other day. How do we do it? I said, there's 3 things. We need 3 things to get homelessness fixed. We need state mental hospitals. We need drug rehabilitation centers. And we need people to be able to staff our jails so we can keep people in jail. You do those 3 things and you'll start to see the homeless population decrease, because they'll either be in a state mental hospital where they need to be. They'll either that, or they'll be in jail where they probably need to be, or they'll be getting some sort of treatment for their drug addiction, which they need to. But until we can take care of knuckleheads like this that apparently can be on probation, get popped in March, and then be let go, even though I was on probation and during my probation I got caught violating the terms of my probation, somehow I'm still not in jail. Makes no freaking sense to me. No freaking sense to me. Got to get out of here. Make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. It's a Monday. Kathy Abernathy will stop by. He's also got Megyn Kelly tickets to give away. So keep it locked for that. Come out and join me tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the Veterans Day Parade going on in downtown Bakersfield. Until then, get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather because it's going to rain later this week. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online at KERN.com.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The Senate is drawing closer to a vote on legislation to end the shutdown. Correspondent Bernie Bennett reports.
It's unclear when the Senate will hold final votes on the bill, but Senate Majority Leader John Thune